let's go ahead and do a quick unboxing on the new Baldr Mini in all three colors that it's coming out with for the Elite Sale 2020. Now we have the Desert Tan here on the left, the standard black version in the middle, and then the Gunmetal Gray on the right. Now these still feature 600 lumens, similar to the PL Mini 2 with 130 meters of beam distance, but the Baldr Mini has a green laser integrated into the actual reflector. So we'll go ahead and open up the box right here. We'll get a close look at that. And it is a similar design to the PL Mini 2. So the coolest part about this is it's still going to work on everything that the PL Mini 2 works on. So that includes subcompacts that have a rail. Now for the charging portion there, it is going to be exactly the same as the PL Mini 2. So it will use the same charger, which is going to be the magnetic charging cable right here that says special on it. So it is different than the charging cables that you use for your handheld Olights, but it is the same as the PL Mini 2. Here we also have the user manual, and underneath that, just like all of our weapon lights, you do have the different sized insert. So as usual, it does come with the GL smaller insert, but you can easily swap that out with the included tool to change it to a 1913 size, depending on what firearm you're actually going to put this on. Now with all of that said, let's get into the black and gunmetal gray version. So again, we'll just pop this out. There is your standard black version there, and let's take a look at the gunmetal gray version as well. And there's the gray version there, and hopefully on camera you can see the differences there between the gray here on the right and the black on the left. I'll quickly show you how this actually goes on to the firearm. Now I do actually have it on there already, but I'll go ahead and take it off. So all you want to do is just undo that little swing arm there. You can slide it forward to create some clearance, and then you can simply push in and it comes off just like that. Now you can see here I'm pushing in to make the rail portion larger so that I can easily fit it up. So the best rule of thumb and the way that most holster manufacturers are going to do this is you want to put the little notch right there in the first notch section of your rail. So we'll go ahead, fit it up there to the front, and then we're going to slide it back to make it secure on the trigger guard, and then we'll go ahead and crank it down. Now there, it's fully secure and ready to go. Now in terms of the actual functionality and the way that you can switch the different settings on the Baldr Mini is actually pretty similar to the Baldr Pro, and that is you can switch from laser only, laser and light together, or light only, but it is a new interface. So you can see here there's actually this little movement toggle right here on the back of the light. Do you see that right there? And you can actually move this from left, middle, and to the right. So I'll go ahead and turn it on right there to the left, and to the left it is going to be laser only. When I put it into the middle, it's going to be laser and light together, and then when I push it to the right, it's going to be light only, and it does change in real time, so you do not actually have to turn the light off to switch to these different settings. So I'm literally just switching it on the fly with the light still on, and there's the laser by itself together, and then with the light only. So it's super easy to do. There's a very nice positive click when you get to each setting, which is really nice. You might actually be able to hear that. It's a really nice click when you move from each setting. So I love this new interface, and I love the fact that even though it's a tiny laser light, you are not sacrificing any of the functionality compared to the larger Baldr Pro or Baldr RL. Here's a quick look at the Baldr Mini on an actual Glock 43X with the little Recover Tactical rail adapter. A lot of people ask me, hey, how do I get a pistol light on my 43X? Well, you just get one of these low-cost adapters from Recover Tactical, and then you can easily put not only the PL Mini 2, but right here, the Baldr Mini on this tiny sub-compact. Now right here I have the gunmetal gray version, makes sense with the gray theme going on right here. Now keep in mind, with this rail adapter, the light is going to sit a little bit lower due to the fact that there's an external adapter on it, but it still looks perfectly fine. It's not too massive, it doesn't look crazy, and I think it's an awesome little setup. Now let's take a look at the front of the light. You can see that little black dot right there, and that is where the laser is. So you don't have some big laser hanging on the bottom or something up top. It's literally right there integrated where the actual LED is for the standard light. Now what this helps with is you have an extremely small distance between the actual barrel of the firearm and the laser itself. That means the laser is going to be extremely accurate when you zero it. The goal is to have the laser itself be as close to the barrel as possible, so you're getting that increased accuracy and perfect accuracy. So this is the exact laser that you could dream for on a small pistol. I'll also show you just how easy it is to put the Baldr Mini on even the tiny 43X. So I'm just going to line it up right there. I'm going to push it back, slam it down, and it is right there, solid as a rock. So it's incredible how fast you can put this on your firearm and take it off. I'll take it off now, and it's off right there. So I'm just really impressed, and I've always loved this system because you can take it on and off so easily, but it is so rock solid too. Here's another quick example of how the Baldr Mini could look on your pistol. So this is a Glock 45, so it's the exact same size as a Glock 19, just with the longer grip. So you can see there what it's gonna look like on the standard Glock 19 sized rail. What we're going to do is show you a real life example of how to zero the Baldr Mini green laser to your select firearm. Now keep in mind, when you get it, it's not going to be zeroed. You're going to have to take it to the range and train with it and zero it yourself, because every firearm is going to be different. So what we're going to do is shoot with this M&P 2.0. I have not done anything to this Baldr Mini yet and have not used it before, so it's definitely going to be off, but we're going to zero it for you guys now. The best way to get started and to make it easier for you when you start shooting is to look at the laser compared to your iron sights. Now you can adjust it to where it'll at least look like it's in line with your iron sights. Now when you start shooting, you will have to continue to make adjustments, which I'll show you, but we will go ahead and see what it looks like compared to my sights and try and drift it over to where it's at least, to me, in line with the sights. Now the way that you actually adjust it is there are two holes here on the right side of the light. Now the hole that is closest to the trigger is going to be the one that moves it left and right, and the one that's further away, so closest to the front of the barrel, is going to be the one that goes up and down. So obviously, since it's to the left, in order to change that, I'm actually going to put the tool in the hole and I'm going to turn it away from me to put it towards the right, and then we'll do the same thing with the front one to bring it down a little bit.
So now we're going to zero in the Baldr Mini on the Glock 43X with the Recover Tactical rail. So we're a little low and to the left, so let's adjust it.
Let me show you the beam real quick so you know how bright this beast is. And I also have a regular PL Mini 2 to show you how similar they are, because they are both 600 lumens. So the Baldr Mini features that same 600 lumens from the PL Mini 2, but it does have the green laser, of course. So on the left here, I've got the Baldr Mini. So right there is the Baldr Mini, and you can see just how incredibly bright that is. We're probably at, I don't know, maybe 20 feet away right here, and you can see just how bright that is. Now I'm going to shine the PL Mini 2 here on the right, and you can see just how similar they are. So in terms of the beam, if you already have a PL Mini 2, you're pretty much getting that same beam. I'll show it again real quick from pitch black. So there is the Baldr Mini. Turn it off again. There it is. And you can do momentary or constant on, but it is a real nice, just wide beam there, able to easily fill up an entire silhouette. Now the Baldr Mini is at a huge introductory discount because we simply just want people to start using these and realize how awesome it is to have a tiny weapon light that can even fit subcompacts like this Glock 43X, but also contains a green laser.